Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. So I decided to make these photo blocks for my niece who is 2. She lives on the other side of the country and doesn't have a lot of family around, so I thought this would be a good way for her to see her family. So the blocks I ordered from Amazon, they're just basic wooden blocks. They're about 2 inch by 2 inch. The photos I got printed through Shutterfly, and the little wagon here was actually part of a little block set that I got from Target. I'm using 2 different types of Mod Podge. One is a shiny and one is a matte, and a paintbrush. So to get started, cut out your photos to the right size of the face of the block. I liked them a little bit shorter, and put on the matte Mod Podge. This one I actually got from the dollar store, but I find that I don't like the finish of it over photos. I prefer a glossier finish. So you're just going to do a thin coat on the block surface and then adhere the photo. I pressed any of the extra Mod Podge out from underneath the photo and wiped it off because I didn't want it bubbling or being raised at all. So you're just going to go through and adhere with Mod Podge all of the photos, just like so. And the drying time was 30 minutes max. It was a really thin layer, so it didn't really take very long for the first coat to dry and to adhere the picture well enough for me to do a coat on top. So I'm just applying thin layers to all of the faces of the block. And then once I finished all of the blocks on this side, I decided to do 2 of the faces of the blocks. You could do all 6. I just didn't have enough photos to use for that, so I chose to do just 2 sides for each of the blocks. And actually a really great tip, these aren't wallet size photos. These I took a collage app on my phone and added 4 photos to a grid and then had them printed on 4x4s through Shutterfly. They were the perfect size for these particular 2 inch blocks, and it was a lot less expensive because Shutterfly does not charge you for the actual prints on a 4x4. They just charge you for shipping. This is not a sponsored video. It was just the least expensive way I found to do it. I tried to do it with wallet size photos and it was ridiculously expensive. So here you can see all of the photos are adhered, and I'm going to use the glossier Mod Podge to do a clear coat over the top of them to help protect the photos. I actually decided to do 2 coats on each photo just to make them very strong, since I was giving these to a toddler. I prefer the glossy coat, but you could definitely use a matte finish if this were something you were hanging on the wall or something, but I wanted it to be very durable and fun, enjoyable for her to have. Some of her pictures are in here as well as ours and grandparents and such. So the whole family got a little piece on each of the blocks, which I hope will be a really fun Christmas gift for her to receive. And like I said, I added 2 coats of this, but in between the coats, you need to let it dry thoroughly. It shouldn't be tacky at all before you add your second coat of Mod Podge. I actually used a baking rack so that I could do both sides and let them dry at once to kind of make the project go a little bit quicker. It's very tacky, so if you have it touching anything, it's going to rip off. So the cart, the little wagon, I thought was really cute, but I wanted to add a little detail to it. So I cut this out of a Christmas card, A Very Merry Christmas, and just Mod Podged it on. See, it has little wheels, and it was a really cute little wagon that came with blocks inside of it from Target, but I just filled it with the blocks that I had made. And so yeah, it took overnight to thoroughly dry and be ready to put back in the cart for both things to thoroughly dry. But as you can see here, it is 100% dry and it has a little glossy finish. The blocks have a lot glossier finish, but I like that look, and I'm going to put them all in their face up, or at least having one photo face up, to kind of have a really fun image when she opens the gift. And I have a couple of the blocks that came in the cart originally, and I just thought I'd add them to there just to kind of fill up the little bit of leftover space. It turned out really cute. I love this project. I hope she loves it too when she opens it. Thanks for watching.